So if you guys did not hear, we got the announcement as of yesterday that on August 19th, we will be getting the world reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. But here's the thing. No one really cares. It seems like no one really cared for this announcement. And I truly believe, and we'll talk about this in this video, that Call of Duty is kind of messing this one up. But we've got a video from Jev. People are already tired of Black Ops 7, lol. Of course, it wouldn't be a Jev title without the lol in the bottom there. But let's hear what Jev has to say. And I do think he's right.
We just got an announcement from Gamescom saying that the worldwide reveal for Black Ops 7 will be at Gamescom itself on August 19th. So obviously on that day, I'll likely be making a video about this whole thing, reacting to what...
Yeah, so we'll stream Gamescom, and then we'll have like a reaction video go up on Ink TV, and then I'll probably do a breakdown. But realistically, what this is going to be is probably a campaign gameplay, an announcement of Call of Duty Next, an announcement of a multiplayer reveal, an announcement of a beta, which Call of Duty Next will probably be the week before the beta. Is essentially probably, I'll just call it now, what's going to come out of that.
Whatever it is that they're showing. But I kind of wanted to get a reading overall on how people feel about this. We've already seen like the story.
No, I don't think they'll, maybe like small announcements of features, but I think it'll all be campaign
trailer. I imagine at Gamescom we're going to end up seeing something similar to what we've seen for other events, where we'll probably see one campaign mission or a portion of the campaign mission, something like that. We'll definitely be seeing gameplay with the worldwide reveal.
Yep.
It won't just be a cinematic thing like we saw with the last trailer we ended up getting. Had a good time too, 2 p.m. Eastern, not bad. I wanted to see how people feel about this in general. Now given...
But here's the problem with this. Like, here is the actual issue with this, is normally for this type of announcement, they would have done like an ARG or some sort of teaser within Warzone to reveal when the worldwide reveal is going to be. There is no hype behind this. All they did was put an announcement out. Oh, Gamescom, we're going to be showing you, it's a world reveal. Woo! Like, no hype.
Every single year, by the time the next Call of Duty is being talked about, the Call of Duty cycle is kind of kicking in, but the Call of Duty cycle is kind of, how do I explain it? The Call of Duty cycle is kind of tweaked. Whereas before, people were getting hyped and talking about the new game and everything and being excited for the new game, and then eventually they'll hate it in a couple months until they start trying to build hype for the next one over and over and over again. That at its base is still like the main part of it, but people are becoming much more pessimistic and cynical. So the whole section of the COD cycle where people are getting excited about it, people are being more and more cynical and negative about it. The thing is though, they will still buy and participate in the whole quote hype cycle that probably lasts for like 2 weeks, to be honest at this point. Here's the thing now, I will never ever trust the launch numbers of a Call of Duty ever again. There will be Call of Duties out there that don't have that much hype when they initially release, and then you have other ones that are straight up breaking records on release. Black Ops 6 broke a ton of records right at the start. A ton of people were playing multiplayer, people were talking about how the campaign was solid, zombies is great, and those things still are really good. Black Ops 6 is one of, if not the most content complete Call of Duty we have gotten since...
Maybe at launch,
like, what, Black Ops 3? And people still did not care. It still did not keep people engaged. Now, with, you know, the idea of how Black Ops 7 is even going to look at the end of this, the usual assumption here is that this is going to end up being like a DLC kind of thing, like MW2 to MW3 recently. It's not a literal DLC, but it's clearly built off the back of the other game.
Yeah, so where they're breaking that narrative, like the obvious thing with Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 is it literally one took place right after the other one, whereas this is 2025 to 1991 to 2035, so a big time gap between the two. So there's that. Now here's the thing is, when Black Ops 6 came out, it was one of the biggest releases that I've seen. It was one of the best months I've had on my channel. And it was the most hype at launch I've seen a Call of Duty game in a very long time. Then the season 1 update came out with Area 99, and no one cared. And then they went on vacation and put out no content, and then no one cared. And pretty much ever since then, the only time the community has got hyped about the game is when there's a new zombies map. They lost the hype for this game because of lack of actual grindability, content to play, things like that. They had the community in the palm of their hands and they lost it. I think that's what Jev's missing on them.
And it'll have its differences. It definitely will be different, but it won't be like exponentially different. And I don't really expect a full-blown zombies mode here. I mean, maybe it will. Maybe they will have it. Maybe they'll surprise me. I'm thinking from their perspective, well, we just gave them one of the most content-complete Call of Duties out there, and the game still died after one of the most successful
Because of lack of continued support.
launches that they've ever had. Warzone Verdansk, kind of a flop. I was calling that for years, but it flopped. Before I read these comments, I imagine people are going to be very, very pessimistic. This is screaming one of, if not the most rushed COD of all time, other than Vanguard. Crazy
Don't agree with that, but okay.
how bad COD development is if Treyarch is doing back-to-back CODs. Am I the only one that thinks that this is just regurgitation? Feels like BO6 was released like 6 months ago. I mean, it basically was. Crazy thing.
So this is the stupid part. These comments are dumb. Sorry, little Gulch, but these are dumb. People don't realize that a new Call of Duty game is going to come out every year no matter what. So yeah, if you're mad that this game's called Black Ops 6 and the next one's called Black Ops 7, I get it. Maybe you're sick of Black Ops and that is fine. But regardless, there was a new Call of Duty game coming out this year anyway.
Is like the game died within what,
And yeah, the rumor is that they actually had a decent dev cycle on this game somehow.
2 months, 3 months. The initial feedback was incredible. It was ridiculous. People were watching streams on multiplayer, watching streams on Warzone, watching streams for zombies, all the zombies Easter eggs and the new maps coming out and everything, and the updates were coming pretty quickly. Now everything's slowed down. Typically, it usually slows down around this time anyway, but it's futuristic, so it's gonna be trash. When is the anti-cheat worldwide reveal? First part of the reveal, more stuff to buy in a 300 GB download. I mean, I don't think they usually advertise the stuff to buy other than like, you know, the pre-order bonus or whatever the fuck, but that's expected with every game. Ooh, speaking of that, I've watched more videos on that Wu Chang Fallen Feathers game. It looks better and better every single time I see it.
It's coming to Game Pass. I just saw an announcement about that today. Anyway.
I wasn't that excited for the game. I had the game noted down like I had for Phantom Blade Zero. Now I am a bit more excited for Phantom Blade Zero, but still, this shit looks great. I'm on the fence about this, not gonna lie, waiting to see more before I buy it. That's a smart thing to do. Where's the marketing? Lamau, red flag.
Totally agree with that. Like the fact that they have showed nothing since the initial reveal and are like, oh, here comes the world reveal. Super, super strange.
I mean, for this time period, it's not that weird. August 19th is really not that weird. Good maps is all I ask, Treyarch. Nobody in their right mind is buying this dog shit game. Anyone with common sense. Well, unfortunately, man, I don't know what to tell you. People will buy the game. They will always buy the game and then call it dead in like a week. You know what I'm saying? The thing that people do every single year around the same time. They will collectively buy Call of Duty or somehow play Call of Duty either for free on some pass thing or whatever. They will play the game and then they'll quit and call it dog shit. This happens every single year. Talk about beating a dead horse? Absolutely, yeah. I couldn't believe that they even named it Black Ops 6, let alone...
Yeah, I agree with this. I made a video saying this. I said I don't think they should call it Black Ops 7. I really don't. I think having 2 Black Ops games back to back, people are already mad at the lack of content in Black Ops 6, and then you're releasing a Black Ops 7 and expect us to believe you're going to have better content in it. That's just not the way people's brains work, man.
Alone doing a Black Ops 7. I'm not even remotely interested anymore. Don't waste money and time on these games. See, this is the mindset that a lot of people have until the people around them are still playing it, even if it's trash. People collectively go buy and do trash together all the time. In a way, I think Call of Duty, honestly, I think Call of Duty is a pretty good friend slop game to play on release. I think it's good friend slop. And then it dies out once the skill-based matchmaking like really makes itself known. And then your friends start quitting one by one and you got plenty of other alternatives to play. The main thing about Call of Duty's appeal is that they'll release it around the time that something else isn't like giant, new, and shiny. It always releases at a time where it's like, okay, well, I got nothing else to do, so fuck it. We do not care about this. Battlefield 6. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Battlefield, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Battlefield's gonna be dope. The problem is it's probably not coming out till like February, so.
Even though, I mean, to me, as a Call of Duty player and not much of a Battlefield player, this newer Battlefield looks pretty much the same to me. Not that I'm calling it garbage. I think that visually it's always looked good, but it looks like Battlefield, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be so obviously slapped together. Yeah, probably. $70 update, possible. They gave us 2 months of silence and then dropped this shit out of no.
Yeah, these guys are 100% right. Let's go. Another month of no news or teasers. Yeah, like people actually want to hear about what's going on here. They want to get hyped. Like that's the thing people don't realize is part of the experience of Call of Duty and being a fan of Call of Duty is that hype cycle. And like Modern Warfare 3, oddly, They're not giving that. Like Modern Warfare 3 basically revealed in almost the exact same way. Like we waited till August, got a gameplay campaign mission, got a beta, got a Call of Duty Next, and game came out. And it didn't work. Like the launch sucked for that game.
Nowhere. I mean, $80 this year. We're gonna have to do some serious convincing. True. Prices on games are going up. Super late reveal? Not really. So late for a reveal. What? Can we get the dates down? What are we talking about? No, it's not. Yeah, looking at this, May to June, you either get teasers or full reveals, often tied to Summer Game Fest or standalone live streams. If not there, you'll get gameplay trailers, reveals, and stuff in July to August. That all lines up. And
No, but like, so he's missing, like, if they don't do anything else to like tease or anything like this, then these make sense.
then October to early November, we get the actual game release window. They're still going by the same exact thing over and over again. We don't need to like act like, oh my god, it's so late, so that's a red flag. The game is already a red flag as is. Breaking news for the unemployed, real. Or the employed that are trying to get away from their real life. That's a very real thing, I'm just saying. Get ready to be disappointed. What could I possibly see in this trailer where I go, holy shit, I gotta play this game now? That's ludicrously late. No, it's not. For Black Ops 6, they did the deep dive reveal thing at Call of Duty Next, August 28th. That's even later than this game.
Yeah, that's actually very true. At Call of Duty Next is really the only time we got any information on zombies, multiplayer. I think there was one other thing we did at that. Was it Warzone? Yeah, we played Area 99.
Gamescom thing. Now, this isn't COD Next, but yeah. Again, there are similar dates lined up here showing all of this shit. Are you ready for Style Operator after 1 month? I guess they're talking about not being military. No one cares. These are stupid as fuck, but Call of Duty's stupid as fuck. I don't care. Nobody of human value gives a shit about this microtransaction-filled, AI-generated garbage. We will be waiting until the re-release of BO2. Yeah, you do realize what they would do
This is actually a really solid point, though. I could definitely see if the launch of Black Ops 7 flops, I could definitely see them having a remake Call of Duty in their back pocket. Like Modern Warfare 3.
BO2, right? Since this is taking place at Gamescom, they won't have time to show everything like Black Ops 6 did. So I wonder if it'll just be a trailer or a full gameplay walkthrough. It doesn't even matter what they're showing.
Hunter, like, are we dumb here? We know 100% it's going to be a campaign mission.
Sure, I'm more interested in the multiplayer side of things. Show me the movement, show me like whatever it is that's actually different. But past that, I really don't care. Do people still get excited for this shit? Black Ops 6 fumbled the bag so hard I don't see anyone excited for COD anymore.
Yup. That's like the most real comment.
What did Black Ops 6 do that fumbled the bag though? That's what I...
How does Jev not know? They just didn't put out any... Look at the season 4 right now. The season that we're in for Black Ops 6 has been the most long and empty season I think we've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. They did nothing. Exactly. They did nothing, Hypers. Or Heiser? That's how I say her name. They did nothing.
Still don't get. Man, this is the first COD I grinded since MW2. I absolutely love Omni movement, but there's some things they need to fix. I like reading these comments from people because these people are like closer to the more casual fan base. I stopped 5 years ago. I feel like BO6 just dropped. Well, it's about to drop again, buddy. BO6 was a scam. It's the most content complete Call of Duty we've had in years. Yay, another letdown. Still gonna drop 100 on it. Hackers dominate this game if they have to pay 50 to 70 bucks to play every time they get banned. We shall see the amount of hackers go down by 90%. If people had to pay to play Warzone would be dead in the water. It's already struggling. It would be dead in the water. Do people actually care about Call of Duty still? No, it's just, it's part of it. It's like the whole, like, it's like 2K, Madden, college football release. Even though you know you're likely getting the same rehash of stuff, not as egregiously as Madden and stuff, but close enough, the same kind of cycle, people are still gonna buy it, yeah, because that's the most up-to-date one. It's like buying a new iPhone or some shit. Keep an eye on the people who switch up from making critical content or giving feedback to then gobbling this up. The franchise won't improve if we can't be consistent. So here's the problem, man. I don't think that you can improve this franchise. You can give me a list of things and ways that the franchise can improve, but it will never happen regardless of what we do. You do recognize that if we like quote voted with our wallets, they would just end up abandoning things. The game won't get better. They'll just start abandoning this shit. Nothing you do with your wallet here matters to Activision. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't actually matter. We've had down years. We've had years where the player...
This is, by the way, if you don't know who Foley or Foley is, he's like Blame Truth Jr., where he's not as rage baity as Blame Truth, but he tries to be.
base fell off. The general feedback to them has been super critical, super negative, and in the end, we still call the game trash. In the end,
I'm sorry, but half of Jev's takes are horrible. Yeah, he feels almost like a little bit disconnected with what's going on in the game. Like, I get that he's saying that at launch it was the most content complete Call of Duty, and I agree with that. It's just they fumbled. The comment where he said they fumbled the bag is, I think, 100% right.
and we still are going to shit on the game, and in the end we are still going to play it or watch other people and consume content other people playing it, because that's just what people do, and they know that. If they stop doing it, they still won't make a better game. I'm telling you right now, they will not make a better game. If all the greatest Call of Duties that I've been like revisiting, it's the OG MW2, MW3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, the greatest, most highest selling Call of Duties and all this shit, if they released them today in their current form, they would die. The same way as all these other ones. We're cooked. And that's okay.
Interesting.
All right, what's going on?
Interesting take there. That's one I haven't heard. If OG Call of Duties were to be re-released nowadays, they would be dead in the water quickly. He might be right. He might be right. I think just the idea of keeping players in a live service game is becoming more and more difficult. And it's just like the TikTokification of people's brains. And that's what they went for with Black Ops 6. I would play Black Ops 2. I agree with you. I would play Black Ops 2, but for how long? Like, trying to retain players' attention in a Call of Duty game is very, very difficult, to the point where almost every single week you need something new. Like, right? Like, weekly events are going to become the new norm. And I think they need something like the challenges, like time-based challenges like they have in World War II. Like, it needs to be just like something new, something new, something new, something new. And I don't think that can be just tiny maps that you get in gunfights over and over again. And that's what they went for with Black Ops 6. So it'll be interesting to see how they try to curb that mental behavior of people these days. Does nobody care about Black Ops 7? No, people definitely do. But it's going to be, they need some sort of marketing for this game, because as of right now, people are so disappointed with Black Ops 6 that why would they care about Black Ops 7? And now they need to prove to the world what Black Ops 7 has to offer, so people will come back to it. So whether that's showing gameplay features, being like there's no skill-based matchmaking or something to get people hyped, they need to do it. But I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're in a very tough position marketing this game.